Aquas, Island Turtle here. Welcome to Balmy Spirit. So this is going to be your monthly intuitive messages for Aquarius. Whether you're resonating with Aqua energy, you got Aqua in your chart, or it's Aqua season because these are timeless in general, welcome. There's going to be part 2 if you're resonating with this and you want to go deeper. Links will be below on Vimeo or Patreon. Check out Patreon. We got some cool stuff going on over there. Some new stuff too. That by the time you see this on YouTube, I believe the information will be up to date on Patreon and the website, okay? Aqua, I was getting 3 different groups. And I won't lie, I was like, it's gonna take a long time. But I want to honor it. I'm not going to do it all in this one video because I do part 2s. So you guys are getting 3 readings today. It is what it is. I got to follow the guidance. So we're just doing that. So they were representing these different groups to me as yellow, red, and blue. I was like, oh, that's kind of, I don't know, something that's kind of cute to me. I don't know why. So if you're resonating with the color yellow or red or blue, I mean, obviously, again, follow your guidance on that. I mean, they might even have different titles. We'll see. But you could also be resonating or connecting or healing or working on like your solar plexus or your root or your throat, or your third eye even. They brought that up too. But yeah, so we're just going to follow this. So this is going to be group yellow. Okay. It's kind of nice to have them as like colors. So let's just dive in. So for group yellow, and actually for all the groups, I think I'm going to use these to represent the different groups. It'll be because they also are like the colors of the chakras. This is the Wisdom Chakra Oracle, and all the decks I use are linked below. But we're going to use this and just see, can I get a card for group yellow for Aquarius? I don't know why it's making me like so happy. Wait a minute. I feel like I should know this. Aren't those the prime colors? Am I mistaken? I feel like those are. Why do I feel like this is hard for me to know the answer to? I feel like those are the prime colors or primary colors. There's something about that almost makes me feel like I'm being drawn back to like kindergarten, like in a way. I think that's why I'm all like, oh, okay. But anyway, as we like have more divergence happening in the collective, I think this is why they keep having me do like these different groups every time I go in. I haven't done it every time, but when I'm guided to, I do it. So it's just very interesting. Anyway, I'm also still got a lot of upper chakra stuff going on, so you'll see me do that a lot. But I took a hit in my inhaler, and I took a hit of some Vicks Vapor Rub. I blew my nose. We should be good for a while. Okay, Spanish is coming through. So I'm very like giddy and like feel very childlike in your energy, Aqua. And this is before we're getting into any groups, okay, which is I think will be very telling for the overall energy of Aquarius energy and collective. But they said Amarillo, and I was like, Amarillo? I was like, oh wait, that's yellow in Spanish. Anyway, I do have some guides that speak Spanish to me, but you may be a primary Spanish speaker, or that might just be, you know, part of your own ancestry. The most of the world speaks Spanish. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's the most popular language. So anyway, for group Amarillo, for group yellow, for Aquarius, I mean, I'm not surprised they're telling me aquamarine, and I mean that is your stone, Aquarius, but they're really giving me that for group yellow. Am I taking those now? Can I get a card for group yellow for Aquarius? What's going on with group yellow for Aquarius? Feeling a little Piscean. Interesting. It's group yellow, but you get blue with isolation. And I was getting a little bit dreamy energy with that with you. So, excuse me. So group yellow, your card is isolation. I was getting aquamarine for you. We got a little Spanish coming through. Let's pick a card for group 2. This will be the video for group 2. Jesus. This will be the video for group yellow. I just want to get the indicator group cards. Words are hard these days. Red wants to go next. So we're going to do yellow, red, and then blue. Aquarius, group red. Aquarius, group red. Aquarius, group red. Feel a lot of energy in group red. Feel a lot of it. Ooh. I'm getting strong Leo, which is your natural counterpart. So you could be finding a balance within yourself. Some of you could be dealing with a partnership of some kind. You could be really getting in tune with your shadow side, so to speak, which is really just like your mirror, right? So it's like Aqua Leo would be your shadow, Leo Aqua would be your shadow, right? Not bad. It's your other half. It's your other side. Aquarius group red. Am I taking these two? They said yes. So your main card, group red, is self-worth. I feel so much fire with you. We also have workaholic and grief coming in as supplemental cards for group 2. Yeah, group 2, it feels like you're done with something. You're putting an end to something. But it's putting you into balance. It's putting you into balance, though. It's what you need. It's what you need to do. I feel like your shadow is really helping you with this, but we'll get into it in your video. Group 3 with blue. Group blue. I keep wanting to say aquamarine. So aquamarine might be helpful for group 1 and group. My God, this is gonna be confusing. Group yellow and group blue, or obviously aquas in general. But I'm actually getting a lot of green now for group blue. It's hard. But you guys feel very relaxed. You guys feel very like zen, very peaceful, very chill. Almost like you're coming down from something is kind of how you guys feel for group blue. Yeah, it feels like you're coming down from a chaotic time or just a really busy time. Maybe you went through something a little challenging. It just, or very just like a lot of energy. You're very active and you're just like quiet. Can I get a card for group blue? Group 3 is gonna be group blue. Group 1 is gonna be group yellow. Group 2 is gonna be group red. For group 3 for Aquarius. Group 3, group blue for Aquarius. Interesting. We have gossip and service for, I said aquamarine, for Aquarius. Group 3, group blue, you have gossip and service. That's why you're all quiet. That's why you're quiet. The gossip card is how it sounds. It's like you are very noticeable, or you're very like out there, or you talk a lot, or you're just very you and people have a lot to say about it, or it's hard for people to not take notice. But it's also going in hand with the service card. It's like what you do, how you show up. It feels like group 3, you've been very active. You've been very, very active. You've been in the mix. And maybe it's also been a little too much as far as like what you've had to deal with as far as people's opinions. And how people respond to you about what it is you do or how you're showing up in the world. So it's like, I feel like you're almost taking like a weekend at the cabin or something like that is kind of how it feels. So interesting. All right, so we got our different groups. So group yellow, let's commence. Don't know why I said it that way. Never say things like that. Anyway, again, okay, I'm already getting back in that childlike energy. Group yellow, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Group 1 with isolation. Aquamarine was coming up for you. Yeah, they're bringing back to dreams and hopes, dreams and hopes, dreams and hopes. Some of you are spending a lot of time alone. It's almost like to percolate a dream. Percolate a dream is how that wants to come through. I miss percolators. Any of y'all who like have been drinking coffee for decades know what percolators are. Miss percolators. Anyway. It feels like you're more in Pisces energy than anything. Group yellow. Yeah, I just feel like strong Pisces with you. Belief. There is some solar plexus energy there too. I'm not surprised because you are a group yellow, but it's like, it was like I was trying to get in there and it was really hard to get in there. It was like, it was like, oh, you're having a little bit like group 1 yellow, having a little bit of a hard time really being active in your solar. There's something you really want. But you're kind of keeping yourself restricted. You're kind of keeping yourself like a little MIA. Maybe you don't believe you can really have it. Maybe you think it's like not, yeah, it's like I don't think you believe you can really have it. But Aquas, like of all the signs, I feel like Aquas are so headstrong and just like doing shit. Like, if they want to do something, no matter how out there it is, like they're gonna fucking do it for the most part. But yeah, and I'm getting a little bit of sadness too with you, Group Yellow. I don't even think you missed out on this yet. It's like you want it, but there's a lot of feelings of it's not for you, or you can't have it, or it's like out of reach, out of the realm of possibility. But I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I'm just being honest. I don't think it is. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. Oh, kitty cat, so cute. He was climbing up on the table right before I started recording, and I was like, oh, he's just feeling better. So he's like, moving about and stuff. Really? Okay. Where are you? Oh, you're way up there. Okay. We're going to do the spellcasting deck. Again, all the decks I use are linked below. I really don't think this is out of the realm of possibility. I really don't. But you're really just like almost like Four of Pentacles, just Four of Pentacles, Four Swords. Just show me the Four Swords. Yeah, you're just like, no, can't go there. Any messages or insights for Group Yellow? Interesting. I would have expected that to come up for Group 2. Wait, did I? Okay, I did. Oh, it's time for the hair clip. I thought I could go through the whole thing without it. Ooh, it's starting to rain. Okay. Passion. I feel like you're not tuning into your passion. It's like you're not going there. You're not going there. But it's making you sad, Aqua. It's making you sad. So why? Why? I am getting for some of you, it's like, it's not quite temptation, but like, how does this want to come through? Just because something feels really good doesn't mean it's good for you. Some of you might be in that realm where it's like, it's something you really want, or it's like something you want to do, or maybe even a relationship with passion being there too. But it's almost like, you can't, like, no, I feel like you don't believe you can. Like it's not ethical, or no, but Aquas would not struggle with that. There's something really holding you back from this. And I feel like it's actually circulating around your solar plexus, but this is a throat chakra card too, where you're not allowing yourself to dive into the passion. You're not allowing yourself to go there. You're not allowing yourself. It's like you keep thinking it's the best thing is how I'm getting it. You keep thinking it's just better if you don't. Like either you're avoiding rejection, you're avoiding embarrassment, or you're avoiding what you think could be drama or a bad situation. You're like, no. But the soul beckons, Aqua. The soul beckons. Can I get one more? Ooh, transformation. Okay. This feels like a call, Aqua. It just does. It feels like your soul really wants to do whatever this is. This is kind of going around. I think Cancer had a little bit of this too. And you're just like, it's in everyone's best interest that I don't. Or it is in my best interest that I do not. That I just know. No. Transformation being out here, this feels like it could be liberating. Like it's almost like letting your wild side out a little bit. Aqua's, I'm actually hearing Pluto. Pluto could be significant to you. Pluto is in Aquarius right now as we speak. It will move back into Capricorn, I believe September 1st, and then it will shift out and be finally done with Capricorn for another 200 some years. But anyway, coming back, Pluto may be significant for you beyond Pluto being in Aquarius. Like it may be significant in your chart. You could live on your Pluto line in astrocartography. Mm. And I have this feeling, Aqua, is that this particular group, I've spent a lot of time kind of like, not being rigid. It's like, I guess kind of, it almost feels very Virgo-y, like doing things a certain way, needing to be disciplined here, needing to be on top of things here, like almost like not giving yourself a lot of like adaptability and leeway to like let loose a little bit and like be a little wild, and which is very Aqua. So it's kind of interesting to me, right? And I feel like that's what can happen if you let yourself go there. You can like be the wild child again, and it's okay to be. It's okay to be. There's something about that that makes you be like, no, it's like, it's no. Like it's not a good idea. But I really think it is. Let's go ahead and pull some animal cards. Gotta watch the time. From the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Any messages or insights for Aquarius group yellow? Okay. Dolphin. That's the healer energy. It also is play and fun and sensuality and passion. It's a really beautiful card. People who have dolphin energy or who have dolphin medicine, they're just big bright lights and everybody loves them. You can't smile when the dolphin, you can't not smile when the dolphin is around. And it landed on isolation. Aqua, it's time to play, okay? It's time to be wild child again. Embrace your inner wild child. All right? It's okay to. It's okay. For some of you, if this is like, you know, you're being called to a relationship or a person, they're totally a dolphin. They were totally a dolphin, and it's just like light, fun, play. And you're like, oh shit. Again, I'm loving this vibe. So if there is a dolphin energy in your life and you're being kind of coaxed out to like literally come out of your closet, your shell, or out of your routine, it feels like a routine energy that you've been in. Like very like just disciplined and almost militant in a way. That's like Saturn and Pluto energy there. Anyway, so if there's a person, I would follow. I would go frolic with them in the ocean. I would totally do that. Any other messages or insights for Aquarius for group yellow? Ooh. This is going to be really good for you, Aqua. I'm just calling a spade a spade. All right. Sea Serpent and Hyena. So when the Hyena comes out, I always like take a pause because it's my Seven of Swords card, right? It's kind of a mask energy, what's behind the dark side of the moon. But Sea Serpent is sacral energy. So again, passion, creativity, fun, play, frolic, wild times. This is an invitation to embrace your wild child, okay? And to get out of this. Get out of that. It's almost like I feel like safety precautions, like some of you may have put in place like coping mechanisms or just like, how do I want to say, and boundaries, sure. I want to say like almost like personal rules. Like I won't allow someone to come to my house until I've known them for 6 months, or I won't go out on Thursday nights or whatever. Like I just feel like routine and rigidity that you've engaged in, like maybe out of survival, but also just, yeah, it feels like out of self-preservation and trying to keep yourself on track. Almost like you're afraid of your wild child side, or maybe in the past your wild child side got you in trouble and you lost yourself a little bit, especially if this is about a relationship. But it's time to re-embrace it. It's time to re-embrace it. With Sea Serpent and Hyena, I feel like the Hyena is actually out here to say there's some stuff that wants to be transmuted. Remember, you do have transformation out here, okay? And I feel like if you play and frolic again, whether this is with another person or just getting in that state of being again, you can transmute some stuff there. The stuff that kind of like made you be more rigid. Yeah. I feel like that rigidity is like not in your nature. Like you kind of forced yourself to be that way, or maybe that was the influence of another person. I just feel like it's not natural to the I said Aries. Maybe Aries plays a role in this. It almost doesn't feel natural to the Aquas I'm speaking to. And if this is, again, like an invitation from someone, like a friend, and they're just like fun and crazy, or, you know, a relationship potentially, it can be fun. I'm just saying, looks like it could be fun. Any other messages or insights for Aqua group yellow? Starfish on the bottom, magnetism. Like I said, you kind of can't ignore this. It's like, the starfish is also my star card, but it's attraction, it's magnetism, can't take your eyes off of it, always noticing it. And then we have otter, open, loving connections. Aquas, I would dive in. I would totally dive. I would dive into this energy and eat it up. But that could be my inner Scorpio talking. But I think this is going to be very fun and liberating for you, and very surprising and very healing. Some of you, there is sexual healing taking place here. And sexual healing doesn't always have to mean like about sex, okay? Because sexual energy is the creative energy, creative life force energy. So how you do create, how you do have fun, how you do flow. I think this is going to be really good for you. But with otter being here, I do think other people are a factor, because even if you get more like in your wild child energy, you also could encounter other people that just are so drawn to your wild child side. Let your freak flag out. Let your inner freak have fun. That's what I want to say to my Aquas. Let your inner freak flag fly, and inner freak have fun. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into part 2 for group yellow. Oh, actually, okay, we're actually going to pull some tarot cards, and then we're going to get into part 2. Deciding which ones I want to go with. I don't know what's up with me and your energy today. Yeah, we'll do these. We'll do Rider-Waite, classic Rider-Waite. Just admiring the Clydester. Aqua's group yellow. Any other messages or insights for Aqua's group yellow? I heard something. On Dolphin, we have 5 of Cups. If this is someone who wants to play with you, you're not playing with them, and it's making them very sad. It's making them very sad. It has this feeling of being left out, actually. Like, not quite FOMO. Maybe for some of you it's FOMO, but it has this feeling of being left out, left behind, dismissed. Like the dog who wants to come and play fetch, and you're just like, get away. And it's like, oh. It has that kind of feeling to it. But again, I feel like this is a very healing energy for you to indulge in. It's like, even if it's not an external person, you're making your inner child very sad. Your inner child wants to have fun and be wild and be free. But with the 5 of Cups too, and Hyena and transformation, again, I do think there's something that wants to be transmuted for you here. And I think the only way to, not the only way, but okay, I guess I kind of have to say, yeah, kind of feel like it. I think the most beneficial way is to have fun. Laugh. I was going to say love. Laugh, love, be merry. Any other messages or insights for Aquarius group yellow? The Page of Swords is coming up for everybody lately. Wow. Page of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Devil on Sea Serpent. This is part of what needs to be transmuted. So I'll be very curious to see what comes out with Hyena that came out with Sea Serpent initially. Again, I keep getting, get into that fun, wild child, get into passion, get into sexual energy, get into the sacral, right? And then here's what's there. Suspicion, essentially. Page of Swords, Two Wands, and the Devil. It's like there's fear, there's insecurity, but I'm getting more of a defensive. And I think this is also why I was feeling like you almost have like a very strong parameters in place, or like, I want to say control methods, which sounds really weird, but like control mechanisms. Yeah, I think that's a better way to say it. And really, really, really strong boundaries, because something in here doesn't feel safe. And in the sacral is one of the very, they're all vulnerable in their own way, but the sacral and the throat, which you need to also have isolation, which is part of a throat chakra group. The throat chakra and the sacral, they're both expression chakras. They're both about expression in, various ways, which is why they're also very vulnerable and very susceptible in moments where we are speaking and we're being vulnerable, or we're expressing ourselves from the sacral, and something happens that's traumatic or upsetting, right? It's like such an easy access point for it to become affected. And I feel like there's just stuff going on tied to your sacral where you feel very not safe. And I can feel like a lot of defensive energy here. But that's for you to figure out as far as what that is for you specifically. And you probably already know what it is. You probably already know. Let's continue. Ace of Cups still at the bottom. What's under? I knew the Death card was there. I knew it. Big transformation in the heart space on the soul level potential here. For some, might even see that as like an awakening energy or death, ego death. Any other messages or insights for Aquarius group yellow? Three of Cups. I feel like I'm talking to Aquas that have problems trusting people. We have the 5 and the 3 as well. In the 5, they're looking at the spelled 3, which is right here, and not looking at the 2. The possibilities for what can be, not what happened, right? Being stuck in the past and not the future. Some stuff went down in your life, Aqua. I get it. I get it. Some shit went down. But it doesn't have to continue to be in your present. It doesn't have to continue to be in your being and in your body. And you can have fun and not have it go awry. You can have fun and not have it be weird or be judged or have something bad happen. The 2 of Cups being there as well also indicates that there are people and or a person around that wants to play with you and like frolic. Knight of Wands, is that the star? Of course it's the star. Knight of Wands at the bottom. Passion, play, fun with the star, healing. Any final messages for Aqua group yellow? And then we're going to get into part 2 and we're going to dive deeper into this, okay? We'll look at what this Devil is. I also want to focus on the future more for you and possibilities in the present, not the past, because you're very fixated on the past, at least in a trauma response way. Any other messages or insights for Aqua? So landing on the Page of Swords, 2 Wands, the Devil, 6 of Pentacles. Remember, we're looking at the Sea Serpent, which is also attached to the Passion card, okay? So, hold on. How do I hold this? This is where I want multiple hands. Okay. That's what we're looking at. 6 of Pentacles is the card of give and take. It's the card of reciprocity. And you're looking at it with a side eye as the Page of Swords. Ready to defend yourself, ready to just stay guarded and not really be sure. And that's like a lot of being open and vulnerable and, exposed in a way. Whether you're just wanting to embrace having fun again, because I can see that. You want to have fun again. This feels very, very similar to the Cancer reading I did a couple days ago. I would definitely watch the Cancer reading if you're resonating with this group yellow, but you don't gotta side eye it. It's just your inner child wanting to have fun. It's just the passionate part of you that wants to be let out for a night and let your hair down and have a good time. And if it's someone that is connecting with you and they're like, play with me, and they're a dolphin energy and like that they're like full of light and joy and healing and all that good stuff, I would highly consider just seeing what happens. You don't have to like, you know, go balls to the wall. You just can like, okay, I'll try. And then, okay, maybe I'll order some food and hang out. Okay, maybe I'll go to that, like, no, I don't know. I can't even think of events. Maybe I'll go to that event with them. Okay, maybe we can like go out dancing. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't have to be all in right away. It's like, just put your foot in the water. Put your foot in the water. Overall, we have the King of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Sun. It's like you're afraid to be happy. It's like you're afraid to be happy. It's like you're afraid to be happy because you're afraid of what's going to happen if you allow yourself to be happy. If you let your guard down for a minute and then allow yourself to be free and wild, and then something bad happens, it's what you're worried about. We can't spend our lives worrying, otherwise we won't live, right? Right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get into part 2. I'm going to get deeper into this, like I said. Curious about the devil energy, really curious about the dolphin, especially if this is like an external energy. And I feel like there's going to be some other messages that arise too as far as your reading goes. A lot of times when I go into part 2, the messages get more specific because less people watch part 2. So which is always kind of interesting. Sometimes it happens the second I stop recording and I'm like, oh, whoa. Anyway, I'm going to go. I love you guys. And if you're going to watch either groups, they'll be linked below for red and blue. It's going to be such an interesting day. I love you guys. If this is where we depart, I hope you enjoyed. And if you're going to join me for part 2, I will see you over there. Bye, Aquas.